This is way easier. I don't have to make a video, I can just record it. Somebody asked me a question before I start answering my own. Nobody's gonna watch this. What should I talk about? I don't fucking know. I feel like complaining about something. I am English. Where are the aliens? I've got one in here with me. There's a few of them. No, it's a joke. Having no food is great. It teaches you squibble squabble. I can't be bothered with this, me. I really can't. As if somebody's going to be tuning into this. I need to get used to the different energies in it. Like, I remember when I first started making videos in like 2020. When you just, I've never liked following like a structure when I'm speaking like this. It's just like when you're having a conversation with somebody, there's no predetermined structure as to where it's going to go. I mean, I suppose if you're teaching a lesson, the structure serves as like useful at that point. But at the same time, when it comes to flow of mind, it's definitely like you want it to be fluid. You don't want it to be logical and regimented a lot of the time. Or at least I don't. I prefer to be free, me. Then again, discipline is a form of freedom. Same sort of concept as like I keep bringing mercy up. Like there's different forms of mercy. Like what's merciful in it in a certain situation actually involves violence. There's a funny video that Tomska, that channel ASDF movie. It's like, oh, what's the answer? Maybe it's violence. That was pretty funny. That I thought. You all need to give me money now. I'm not putting it. If this channel succeeds, and it will, because I'm not going to stop doing it. I like doing it. I've already succeeded. We're already here. The time is now. Anyway, if it becomes popular, I don't want there to be ads on this. Everybody's watched enough of them. Like, if I'm going to be making any money off this, I'll probably set up one of them Patreon accounts. So you need to pay for my smoking habit. Struggling a bit here, me. I need somebody to give us a care package of a couple of cigs. It is something that I need to chill out with, to be fair. It's the desire, isn't it? All the Buddhist sort of like things about desire, like, oh, desire to stop desiring is desire. There's no escape. So it's basically like you direct your mental energy as to what you desire because desire is unavoidable. I mean, I think it is possible to not want anything. But then if simple things were taken away from you, you would desire those things. So by that definition, you're still desiring, you just don't know it. Some of you might know what I mean. I wonder if somebody's going to show up here. Probably not. They wonder why people, the way that society has been set up, right? Like, it's all disconnected because you imagine like the tribal system was way more functional. Like if I you know like that, you like them YouTuber setups like fucking Sidemen or Team 10 where it's like I don't fucking like either of those by the way. There's I mean a house full of people like people that you love and care about. I'd like it to just be like a big house, a big complex with a load of people in because then it's like the way this is designed, it's not good. They know what they've done as well. They know what they're doing. The individual man on his own instead of a group of people. It's simple. Make it harder for people to connect with each other. Distract people. Pretty simple. Of course, the methods are rather sophisticated at this point. Nevertheless, you've got to ask yourself in this universe, despite this current situation, what actually is the most powerful thing? Forget the higher consciousnesses. What is the most important thing? What is your most important weapon and the source of what makes you who you are? You should know the answer because it's obvious. Oh, look, somebody's here. They've gone. See you later, pal. I'll just talk to myself. What's up, everybody? How am I looking? Oh, yeah. Let's just make jokes about cream pies. Sounds like a good idea to me. You know, when it comes to sexual kinks, when when I became sexually active, like I realized that a lot of the stuff that you think that you like, you know, being exposed to pornography, because in pornography, there's always some sort of like, there has to be some sort of weird edge to what, that's why there's a fucking shit story and some sort, what's going on here? Oh, it's going to run out. Right, I need to plug this in. There's always some kind of shit story, whatever. Oh, it's going to disconnect in it. Hang on a minute. The connection's awful. It's probably going to go off in a minute. Hello. Come on, I just want to have a conversation. It is true what they say. People don't like the truth, do they? They don't like it. Oh, I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, you will be if you don't face up to what you fucking, all your demons. Because I've noticed everybody's possessed. Everyone. Even me, the stuff, I'm beating it. I'm beating it at the minute. Everybody gets possessed. on a daily basis. Simple things on a day-to-day basis. Not doing what you feel is right. Every time you do that, a little part of you goes to sleep. It can come back alive, that's for sure. But it's the truth. Not a lot. Nobody responds well to the truth initially because if it's jabbing at you, fuck me. Like, bang. I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable. And then if you're strong, you'll get a grip, won't you? Hello, everyone. There's two people in here. Say something. Come on. Don't make me talk to myself. I've already drove myself fucking wacko doing that. I ask for no sympathy. I ask for a conversation. Yeah, loneliness. Loneliness is the most damaging thing I think I've ever encountered. However, the paradoxical nature of damage is like you must be free to have problems. I've found problems set you free. If there was no problems, it'd be fuck all to do, wouldn't there? What would you have to do? The idea that heaven isn't a war is ridiculous. There's always war. There always will be. War never changes. My mate Alan said that, what is chaos on at a certain level of magnification is order at another. It all depends on your point of view. However, when it comes to the conscious war that we find ourselves in terms of this reality, there are sides and things in people's consciousnesses that I would just destroy completely. And we will. We will destroy it. Because it doesn't deserve some so-called evil is like playing the bad guy in a film. And that I can accept. Right? Other evil, it's not even worth it, just needs to fucking die. Like paedophilia and shit like that. The sort of evil that infects people's minds to become something that isn't even like worth remembering. And the side of consciousness that does that sort of thing, like it thinks that it's teching people's souls, but that thing can't own anything because it has no method of creation. It can only warp and infect. It's a fucking virus. Syntax error. Load of fucking rubbish, mate. Yeah, look at this. This was cool. I bought this the other day. Some jellyfish have come up with a way to replenish their own DNA or cells or whatever to the point where they can live in physical reality for as long as they decide to, I'm assuming. So there could be some jellyfish that's been down there for fucking millions of years. How mad's that? Look at that. That's pretty cool. I had to get it. I had to get it, and I had to get this shirt, which is actually the only shirt I fucking own because it occurred to me after a bit. I never bought my own clothes. I thought like people are getting me. Fuck it, you know what I mean? I just wear them. I don't really care. But after I realised that a lot of the people that are supposed to be taking care of me have been taking the piss and have basically betrayed me in a lot of underhanded ways, I thought, fuck this. You know what I mean? I'm not wearing your shit clothes. I get rid of everything you've ever fucking give me and fuck you off until you owe me the respect of telling me the truth of what you think. Because the worst part is Not if somebody disrespects you up front and he's actually honest about it. It's a bit of a you're not gonna like it, are you? Like, get out my face. But fucking if somebody does it, like somebody you're supposed to trust, underhanded. Look, we've all done it. The point is we've got to fucking tell each other when we've done it. Don't let it slide because it'll happen again. And if your life starts boiling up to a fucking point, it's going to happen like worse when it really matters if you don't address it. Nevertheless, I think that forgiveness, you have to be almost tactical about it in order to have an actually desired effect. What I mean by that is, a lot of people in religions, mainly Christianity, like they think that just because they think that forgiveness is one of the greatest strengths of all, which is actually accurate. But in the same way that they misinterpret mercy in relative situations, they also misinterpret forgiveness because you don't just forgive everybody immediately. You do it at the appropriate moment, obviously. Otherwise, it means nothing. That means that anybody can do anything. And look, I'm not I'm not saying everybody that believes in Christianity, right? I, as much as anybody else, can only draw from I've been exposed to in my environment. And the Christians that I have been exposed to, honestly, they're fucking half-wits. Now, that does not mean that I don't value sacrifice, that I don't value virtue, that I don't value heart and wisdom. I value all of those things more than, do you understand, truthfully? Virtue is what matters to me. And that's pretty much the end of it. That's, if you want to understand me, it's about virtue. It's about this. It's not even about this. It's always about the heart. And people can say that they remember that, but actions always speak louder than words, don't they? So but yeah. A viewer. Hello, welcome. My name's Schizo Dickhead, and I'm not telling you the truth. Come on, say something. I've turned this on to have a conversation, and you will you will talk to me. It's either that or I'm talking to the ghosts. Mr. Pharmacist, won't you please give me some olanzapine? The voices in my head. No, I don't experience any voices. The funny thing is I know for a fact that everybody's pretty much mentally ill. I've seen it. You just think you're not, all of you. Have you been paying attention? The whole world's gone fucking crackers. It's all been sabotaged by the lizards. I've got this room over here, lad. Like I've figured it all out. I've got the red tape out and everything. No, I don't know. I don't know about all of that. Some people claim there's like fucking lizards. Like I don't fucking know. You never fully know until you get you experience something. But I'm open to any fucking possibility. The shit that I've seen in my life, like, you know what I mean? You never know what to expect with this place. You fall down the rabbit hole, buckle up. Anything can happen. I've got me one viewer here. I'm quite happy. And even if they weren't there, I've got me one viewer here. So, hey, this is a party. Why are you watching this? I mean, really ask yourself the question, why did you click on this video? Is there a reason? Are you bored? Do you want to laugh at my expense? Oh. So, they say what lies beyond insanity is another form of sanity. Yeah. True statement. I mean, who's arrogant to believe that they immediately know like the truth or how to function in reality without actually engaging in it? You're telling me that people sit there that watching fucking game shows and eating shit food on a daily basis, going to a 9 to 5 and listening to some twat tell them what to do all day? What are you telling me? That's sanity. Did you see the game at the weekend? It's fucking ridiculous. And if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But don't tell me you're fucking sane. All right. Sick of these idiots, me. Fucking retards everywhere. And they'll get up in your face when you're the one making sense. Anyway, that's enough complaining now. I'll complain again in about 4 minutes. I want you to meet a friend of mine, actually. This is my best mate from when I was a baba. This this is Alan. But his actual name is Zipakisi. Or something like that. I can't quite remember. Anyway, Alan will be with us today. Don't judge me. I need to touch soft things because I've got paranoid schizophrenia. Yeah. I've always been one to fidget about with stuff. There's things I like fidgeting about with more than others. I'm not talking about my own knob. Wow, a woman. Found out I've been missing out, to be fair. But what? This is a question, right? Like, why would you immediately? Come on, man, get up. Why would you immediately want to be like perfect? You want to fuck it up, don't you? When I was a child, like I was carefree, and then as everything started to um adapt and transform as a teenager, started getting confronted with these weird impulses, and it was like, this all right. At first I was like, okay, well, I see what this is all about. I was just being like fucking arrogant, to be fair. You don't know, do you? You don't have a clue what you're doing at 12. Like, you just, well, come on then. I ended up getting hurt, to be fair, and never really bothered. Like, I used to flirt a bit, but never had the courage to take it any further and develop any kind of proper relationship. And then I'm just going to tell you my life story because, like, whether you give a shit or not, I feel like fucking talking. Because, they say talking helps. And this is me reaching out to the zero viewers and the zero fucking people who give a shit in my immediate reality. So, they say talking helps, get it out your system. Here we go. He's had enough now. I'm gonna let him go to sleep. So anyway, the point is why would you if you're young and you have like insecurities and you lack confidence, um, it's actually a blessing. It's the same sort of concept as like, why would you want to be born into wealth? You didn't earn that wealth. That's already going to create a knackered relationship unless you've got parents that really understand psychology or whatever, and how that's going to affect you, and how to protect you from becoming spoilt. Without that, it's not going to go well. So my point is you want to overcome your own limitations. So if you're anybody, like let's say uh you know you don't have any confidence making friends. I've always been all right at making friends. My recent problem is connecting with people. But anyway, let's say you can't make friends very easily. The acceleration to the point where you do not have any social skills or confidence, to the point if you believe in yourself, and at some point you will just say, I've had enough. And then you'll go. And then the process of breaking down those demons is what it's all about. That's what that whole video that I made was about. That like what was it? Heart of Redemption or something. Yeah, the overcoming of the obstacles is the whole point of life. So you don't want to win the lottery. You don't want to be born into wealth, and you don't want to be born already finished. We're all fucked up, and that's the point. That's the beauty of it. I've been through a lot of pain, me, and I won't go into it all because how long do you have? But like, I wouldn't have had it any other way. It made me who I am. You know, fucking some Christian woman asked me, "Oh, you need to do deliverance. You need to do deliverance." What makes you think I won't fucking get rid of the demons? Somebody else is going to get them out of me. No, I'll beat them on my own, thanks. It's like, oh, well, we'll lower bar for you. Why? Why do you want to do that? Actually think about it. You don't want. It's like people taking you there with a fucking bar. It's like, right, I can do this. It's like, no, you can't lift that. It's like, all right, mate. Thanks for the vote of confidence, dude. Like, it's all about resistance, mental resistance. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Who is this one viewer? Fucking says something, or I'm turning it off. No, I'm leaving it on because you make this number one on the screen's making me feel like I'm accompanied. Wow, it's an illusion. It's a bot. We'll just talk to the robot. Uh, yeah, I've got a mission for you. This is I'm gonna give you this is an envelope from fucking Tyler Durden. This. So what you got to do is you've got to go into public and start going like this, and go like that, and then just go like that. Hey man, we got a sig on you. That's what you need to do. That's actually being saying that, you know. Why would you be concerned about what fucking idiots think about what you do in the street? You do what you want. So long as it's not unreasonable and you're not hurting anybody that doesn't deserve to be hurt, who gives a shit what you're doing? Look at him, he's doing his thing. All you get off people is, oh, we're worried about this, we're uncomfortable, I'm insecure, you're taking me thunder. Fuck off, mate. I'll just do my thing and you get out my way. How's that sound? Does that sound like an A-OK deal? Fucking idiots. Sick of them. Surrounded by festering disease of the mind. What, and I'm the nutter? I'm the only one making sense here. That's the joke of it. That's the jib. And you're damn right I'm getting fucking my head's messed up with it all at this point. Do you know what it's like when you know you're right and nobody listens? Loads of people throughout history have been like that. And look, I'm not putting off like, oh, everybody needs to listen to me. No. No. The point is if you know what you're saying's right and you say it to somebody when they're posing you with some sort of problem, and then they just look at you like, and then continue talking to somebody else who's filling them full of shit. You're there like, all right, I'll just fuck off then. All right, well, you keep going round in a fucking circle, pal. I'll just give you the solution on a silver platter. And you know what you're doing subconsciously. I understand these mental forces, me. People listen to the wrong voices. It's bullshit. Everybody on this planet is listening to the fucking devil. We're all playing a stupid little game and I've had enough. And let me remind you, there's two types of devils. There's the devil that is the evil, the repulsive one, the fucking fiend that twists people's minds and infects people to think they are things that they're not. Right? And then there's the devil that deals with the evil. Have you ever heard the term, the enemy of my enemy is my friend? My shadow is part of me. My dark side makes me light. And my rage gives me fight. I don't know. I'm just rhyming now. You get the point. You have to integrate your shadow. And I haven't read Carl Jung's work. I understand the basic concept. I'm drawing inspiration from a process that occurred to me after my freedom was taken away from me. Because I basically like, look, if you're acting erratic and out of control, fair enough. If there has to be some sort of intervention and it's not unjustified, then I can accept that. What I can't accept, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, right, is the way that it's dealt with. It's far out of alignment in what is actually an appropriate solution. So mental health, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They have no idea. And if they do, that's very disturbing because that means that they're actually evil, basically. So same can be said about all the fucking systems, right? I remember, right, I remember getting coshed by these knobheads, and I thought, like, I started panicking, to be honest. It's the first time it had ever happened. And I thought, like, I better go to hospital. You know, I need to go to the hospital. And, like, no, that I'm thinking the wrong thing. I got bottled, right? I got the phone, like, because I bit through my lip, right? So I went to Wigan A&E. The bottle, some fucking vodka bottle hit my head, and like, your jaw tenses up, doesn't it? But withstand like the force or whatever. It's just a natural reaction. But I think my lip like folded in, so I bit through it, and it was either that or the glass. But it seems more likely to me that it was anyway. So and my lip was fucking hanging off, right? You might be able to see it's like sutured. It looks all right now, but I was in ambulance. This fucking woman took my temperature and said, like, yeah, listen, yeah, like you need to go to the COVID ward. It's like, what? Like I've not got COVID. I've just been bottled. My lips hanging off. You fucking bitch. She started being dead arsey with me. So at this time, I was Mr. Reasonable. She won't get the fucking treatment like that off me now because I'm sick of arseholes, me. How about you treat people with respect? The fucking stupid thing is about this world, right? Is there's so many retards that have power that they're not capable of possessing. Absolute fucking wet wipes everywhere. What's the point? Why are you in charge? And it's not even stupidity, right? It's the biggest stupidity is when somebody knowingly discards virtue just because for whatever reason they choose to do that. I mean, what is valuable? People talk about wealth, talk about fucking net worth, all that crap. What is valuable? People are obsessed with it's like people pleasing and accumulating fucking pieces of paper and all the big status crap. Have fun with it. It's there for a reason, right? Material reality, in all its simplistic stupidity, is there for the fun of it. But people are so lost with it these days. Like they actually think it's all real. It's not fucking real. It is in a way. I mean, what is real? Define real. Something about electrical impulses in some schizo's head. I mean, do you actually think that some fucking retard has figured out the nature? Look, also mental illness can be categorically defined. What? It's basically like have you seen the neurological setup of a mind? It's like a universe in there. You telling me that you can categorically fucking diagnose what's going on there? It's not specific enough. I haven't seen any greater fucking. Where's the advanced structure? And why do all the fucking so-called solutions have 4 million side effects? we better carry on doing this. Get back in the lab and make something that doesn't have as many side effects. I'll tell you what the fucking solution is. Love and care, mate. And I mean proper love and care. Wisdom and guidance from those who actually matter. They tell you matter matters. It's a fucking ironic name, that. This shit don't matter. This is like, why do you think they say mind over matter? It's all in your head. It's easy to say that, but even I don't understand that to its superlative nature on an experiential level. Because if I did understand that, I'd be able to flip a car and create a storm by clicking my fingers. And honestly, I truly, it's not even I believe, I know that type of thing's possible. It's very true what they say. Anything is possible. Because what is reality? What is this? It's a product of imagination, is what it is. And it's born out of love and sacrifice. That's why the true currency of this game is sacrifice. They say money's the root of all evil. It is when you treat it as in a way that it's actually valuable. Like fucking hell, just enjoy it. Take the piss. I've got dollar bills and white knuckle thrills. I got bitches in the back and a dick that's black. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my black homies out there. Us English, well, not all of us, but I am sorry for the afflictions that our people did to your. No, I don't agree with slavery in general. What's not talked about on fucking Granada reports is the people going missing to human trafficking all over the world. Wow, we should be talking about that because it's happening. What are we going to do about that, eh? Does anybody give a shit? I wonder. Shall we sing a song? Hang on. Well, you're probably not allowed to like copyright. I fucking give a shit. Rules are there to be broken. Like, look, right, if I don't think that whoever's made this song is going to give a massive shit about what's about to happen, to be honest. I mean, what do you want to do? Make money off everything you ever put out? These fucking videos, I don't want any money. Like, to be fair, in the future, I've got to eat, so I would create a Patreon or something, but I don't want it to be ads on here. Why do I want people fucking watching like washing up liquid fucking advertisement before they watch these dog shit videos that I make? That's a lot of dross. That why? Why would that, like, you know what I mean? Buy a new Gillette razor. Wow, that's different from the last one. It's not the same with a fucking orange tint. What's the point? Everybody likes the outspoken man, so that's what I have to become apparently. Bottle rocket, the goal team won't matter. You better not fucking turn. This is one of my favourite songs. I'm not going to sing along. I'm not going to sing along, but I am going to dance. But that baby a duo. What's happening? This is how you have fun. You don't sit there in misery. You better hear the truth. Listen to the show. I'm telling you that. We think that's the ball. We in control of the whole damn place. So come on, everybody, let's rock this break. I'm telling you that. We think that's the ball. We in control of the whole damn place. So come on, everybody, let's rock this break. It's an original groove. Action forward to CPU. Into the flow. Brand new team. It's a team called go. This feels weird. I'm like, I'm good. This page is whack. I've seen it full body. It's got this is what you do for entertainment. Wow, what's he gonna do now? It didn't smash. I don't have to clean it up now. Is this what you have to do to get entertainment? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Two, four. What? I fucked that up. You want to see a good phone? This one doesn't waste your time. Whoa! And now we're going to eat some sardines with our fingers. Wow. This is the only food I have available. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But it gets rock, gets break. That's the end of that number. No, we're not listening to it. I'll end up having to pay money for the Go team, which I'm more than willing to pay because they're a good band. However, I don't have a dime to my name, and I'm not even in America. This needs draining, but I'm not going to do it. Why? If you look at this, remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? We're wild animals, everyone. Look at this. What do you need a knife and fork for? Wow. That's, I've had enough of these now. I mean, good for your brain, though. If you want to fucking feel alive, eat wild meat. Don't be eating farm shit. What's a farm animal doing all day? It's fucking grazing. There's shit coming out my mouth. It's all going south. This is quality entertainment. Nah, you better turn it off and see what's on the normal telly. The chase is on for the millionth time. Now, this is an important question that is relative to your level of intelligence. What was the Queen doing on April 14th of 2004 at 4:20 p.m.? That's the wrong answer. You're the weakest link. Right, in all seriousness, I'm sick of boring people, me. People are so fucking boring. Like, why? You've got to keep your inner child alive. The idea that we're not like, you have to conform to whatever society deems as like maturity. How do you know it's right? Society makes you think that, like, kids don't know what they're doing. Kids have a wisdom that people forget and think, like, we're not going to get involved with that. They're just mucking about. Kids know what they're doing. Do you know how to play? What is work is play, for fuck's sake. Why are people going doing stuff they don't want to do? I'll tell you what, fuck it off and live off the street and bide your time and sacrifice until you can do something that you actually want to do. Fuck the universal credit people. And yeah, sometimes I understand how it is, right? You end up falling into things, you end up having kids. I get it. I thought I was going to have a child. And I was ready to do it because I'd love to have a son or a daughter. But it wouldn't have been appropriate and I wasn't ready for it at the time. So I'm glad it didn't happen. But yeah, I was going to make this point before, right? When it comes to sexual kinks and shit, fucking, I found me after I stopped watching porn and shit and all that, like, I never watched anything that was like really weird, but some of the stuff that's, you end up like stumbling across stuff and it's like, you know what I mean? And there's a part, and the weird thing is like, because it's a bit like, I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like stepsister, that's pretty tame though, like stepsister shit and all that. Like, but you have to let all that die because it isn't you. So what I found me is when I became sexually active is that what my actual kink revolves around. Yeah, I don't like it's what it is, Charles, is super stimuli. It's a drug, in it. I used it because I was I got hurt when I was younger and didn't really bother like, being sexual with women. Although I used to flirt with them and shit. Never had the courage to take it any further until now, of course. But my point is stuff like that you get exposed to makes you think that you have like this stuff in your head, but it's not. It's not you. I'll be very transparent. What my sexual orientation is to do with actual insemination. So I say somebody asked me like a question like that. It comes a bit like sexual conversation. I like fucking the act of insemination without going into detail. I like doing it. Um, and I don't like we're in protection either. Like, look, that works for me because I pick and choose. I don't just go with any girl. I don't agree with casual sex. Me, to be fair, the last girl I was with, I shouldn't have really been with her, but like, I did love her, but it wasn't enough. Didn't work out. Anyway, that's just the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? You can't expect to get everything right in this life. But like as well, if you don't have a child, you got to learn how to not ejaculate while during sex, aren't you? Like there is a way of doing it. You can control it. When I first had a go of it, I thought it was going to be like a one pump chump, but like I realized like I can just control this. You can go for as long as you want. Sometimes it's a bit more sensitive, and it's like it's going to go off this, isn't it? Anyway, I think we've talked about that stuff. This is like that's enough of that kind of thing now. But I felt like talking about it, so I'll just do what I want. It's my channel. I can't believe what this website's become, by the way. Fucking hell. Like, I put a comment on with the word fuck and twat in, and it was to do with the Cheshire Cat. It was just a joke. In my own channel, I can't comment on my own fucking video with stuff like that in. Why? I think people forget, like, if you call somebody a cunt, like, if you ever seen the Big Les show, it's to do with the intention that lies behind the word. It's not about the actual word. So when people talk about fucking like, you know, people get offended of the literal use of a certain words. Like it's stupid. You need to use intuitive sense in order to determine what's actually being expressed. It's not to do with the literal definition. If that were the case, then every fucking baba'd have a dictionary. But they don't, do they? You learn it intuitively. Mm. Thanks for sticking by, King Charles, by the way. I do appreciate it. You were the only one commenting half the time. So your support is appreciated, mate. I do. I mean it. There's a lot of there's people that like even I know. I've never met you. I don't know who you are. Maybe I have met you. I don't know. There's a lot of people that I've met and I know they've watched the videos, but they never actually like it or say anything. Like, or even if you talk to me about it, they don't say anything useful. Like, if my son or something was making YouTube videos, you better believe I'd be watching him. I want to help him. Or daughter. Like, just fucking goes to show, doesn't it? Truth is I had to raise myself. I don't mean I had to feed myself. All of my wisdom I earned on my own. I didn't have a wise figure around me. There's certain things that can be said that you learn from, but I honestly, in retrospect, I raised myself. And if you get to know me, you'll wonder why the fuck I know a lot of things. It's because I pay attention. And you might think that me saying that is arrogant. It's not. I can do this all day, me. I've learned that you don't need to stop. What, for fuck's sake, I've spilled. I'm getting in over my head with it. This is what happens when you're lonely. You succumb to egomania, and you think that you don't, but you do. Because as humans, we want to feel valued. And if nobody's valuing you, why do you think that loneliness has such a bad effect on the mind? It makes people narcissistic. You have to battle it. It makes people egomaniacs and narcissistic. But if you're aware of it, you can kind of flip it. So although you know it has the effect, you know it's an illusion and that it's like you're playing a game. You beat the devil at his own game. Mad, isn't it? I know that I'm fucked up and I always will be. That's never going to change. Why would you want to be fucking perfect? We're flawed creatures. That's the beauty of it. Some of the best characters in the stories that I've ever seen have always been proper fucked up, to be fair. You don't want some like perfect woman or dude. You want somebody who's like, you know what I mean? We've got some problems. Makes you think like, what does perfection actually mean? Jesus Christ, I want a cig. But Jesus Christ wouldn't give me one, I don't think. Yeah, can you duplicate us some? He knows the code. I sit around waiting. I feel like my life hasn't even begun yet. I've been through a lot of stuff and things have got like really intense, but I feel like my life will actually begin when I look into somebody's eyes again and feel like really at home. Because I only get that when I look into my own eyes. But like sometimes I feel like I'm the only one here. There's probably just something wrong with me, but that's the way I feel. Makes you feel alone when people don't understand. So this has been going on. I'll just keep it on, but I don't really give a shit. Like, probably leave it on until 4 in the morning. Whatever. So what else is there to talk about? Whoever it is that's watching, whether it's you, King Charles, or somebody else, do you think that in Britain we should be able to carry around weapons? I I think like I think we should. I want to be able to go around with a sword. Not saying I'm gonna go around. I wouldn't go around like cutting people's heads off and shit all the time. You used to, yeah. I've never done it, me. But you know, I understand why you would do it because there's a lot of people who are gonna, yeah, like, yeah. There's a lot of fucking people with blades knocking about, isn't there? Like, you know, you need to defend yourself. But you get caught with it, you're gonna get fucking done, aren't you? Like, That's the thing. Like, I'm not that interested in being a vigilante, me, but I see loads of injustice that nobody does anything about, and then you're setting yourself up for to either get fucking knifed or just put in prison. That is not a justified system. It's not justified whatsoever. And if they think that that's functional, it isn't. Justice is relative to karma, and karma is relative to intention. So the idea that justice can be served from literary rules is ridiculous. It's a flawed way of dealing with it. And history reveals that time and time again. Need to distract myself from the urge to smoke cancer me. Oh, so King Charles, I've got some videos that I've not posted yet to do with intuitive movement. It's just like the other ones that I made after the first one. I just recorded a few of them. No. I just like I don't know if anybody enjoys watching these videos, me. I don't really care. I do, but I don't. I would like what I would like is for people to enjoy the things that I make. I don't necessarily give a shit like what everybody thinks about it because some people's personalities and opinions really don't fucking matter to me. Like people look at the world, it's like what's wrong with you? Like how are you looking at it like that? And then people like me, they tell me that I'm mentally ill, and they're looking at the world in some sort of like ridiculous perception. And when you ask them why they do certain things, they can't give you an articulate response. Because if somebody asks me why I'm doing something, and then I stop and think, hang on a minute, why am I doing it? And I can't come up with a good answer, you'd hope at that point, like, that you'd think, hang on a minute, I am actually doing something wrong here. I need to know why I'm doing whatever it is that I'm doing. Because if you don't, you're in fucking trouble, aren't you? Always ask why. I mean, the Nazis didn't ask why, and fucking look what happened. You know what I mean? Like, if I, even on a hot day, right? If I walk into a shop with no shirt on, and it happened today, right? I'd already been in shop and I thought I wanted to go and get some cigs. I had like fucking couple of quid left. It was like the last money I had. Get some cigs and I'll use them as like rewards for, action, whatever. It's like using your vices as prizes. Uh, so that's what I did. But some fucking security guard said, like, "Hey, mate, would you put your shirt on? Like, I'll just get it. Like, give us a minute. I'm just going and getting some cigs, mate." It's like, so he says, like, no, you need to put your shirt on. So I say, it's some foreign guy as well. Look, I don't have a problem that he's here, but you're coming over to my country and telling me what I can and can't wear. And then when I ask you, why are you asking me to put my shirt on? I'm not hurting anybody. And they can't give you a fucking straight answer. They just say, you have to put it on. Like, well, why? I've been more than happy to put it on if you tell me why. They don't know. Fucking obedient idiots. Same with a lot of religious people. They think that faith is based on obedience. That is a fucking sabotage, that. It's based on sense and asking questions and sacrifice, not following somebody's rules. I know God. That's not what it's about. And you can ignore what I'm saying or not, but I know part of you thinks that I'm not talking to you, King Charles. And I reckon you seem like you've got your head screwed on. To be fair, I mean, like just anybody watching, because Like this is going to be visible even after it's heard, innit? I'm assuming that's how it works. I've never done it before, but yeah. So I put my shirt on like this, right? So it's open like that. What fucking difference does it make as if I have this offer on? Doesn't make a difference. It's just pointless rules. It's not like I walked in with me knob out, is it? I mean, it was a fucking sunny day. Also, I have to take it. It doesn't make any sense. I got my fucking hair pulled out the other as well. I want to keep rattling on about stuff like this, but it's to make a fucking point, right? And the guy was laughing about it. I mean, I didn't even want to hit him, really. I was thinking, I'll Mahatma Gandhi this. You know what I mean? Although I don't think Mahatma Gandhi would have been calling him like a repulsive worm. That's not really the Gandhi method. I was thinking like, what am I gonna be? A Malcolm X or fucking Gandhi or I don't know, somewhere in between at the time. Anyway, I went for headbutt him, but didn't land it because I was already being restrained. But the point is that dude, right? He's just following orders. But then as soon as it became heated, all I did was get him out of my space and said, like, you need to get away from me. All I want is a drink from the shop. And the guy, I pushed him away. He started trying to fucking belt me in the face. And then he grabbed my hair and pulled it out and started laughing when I got restrained. And I was the one that got arrested. He should not be doing that job. He's a bully. They act like they're fucking dead sat. I've seen him everywhere. Loads of cunts everywhere. They act like they're dead sound. You push their buttons the right way, you'll see the truth come out. Trust me. People crack on like they're not demented. Yeah, you fucking are. And people think I'm demented. They're not paying attention. I have been demented. And parts of me are as well. Well, I'm probably being a bit hypocritical at the minute, actually. Thing is we're all possessed by forces that we have to overcome if we make the effort to overcome those forces. But that's the whole point of life, innit? Would you not want to have obstacles in the way? Just plain sailing. That's boring, isn't it? Fucking shit, that. What's the point? There's this have you ever heard of Harry Nilsson, musician? He knew the Beatles and that. There's a film that I like that I watched when I was a kid, called The Point. It's from like 1972, something like that. And well, if you're interested, go and watch it. But in one of my psychedelic trips, the most intense one actually, it revolved around the point. You know what I mean? Like, what is the point of it all? And it was sort of alluding to that film as well. Very, very intense. Would you like me to get into? Oh, he said something else. Yet birds can wear practically nothing and demand men to not look. Yeah, I completely agree with you, mate. Yeah. I mean, it's in your face, isn't it? Like, if it was up to me, people would be, and there wasn't like perverts, rapists, and fucking pedos about. You know, there's a reason people were naked in the idea of the Garden of Eden. I mean, we're wild animals. The problem is we've got mental infection, and we now feel the need to conceal. But that I quite like it because concealing beauty is like a good thing, isn't it? Because like, if you got a girlfriend, it's like, no, you don't want to be looking at that. That's for me to look at. Like, you can fuck off the rest of you. That's for me. Yeah, but it's disturbing when you see like younger girls wearing like really short stuff. It's like I wouldn't let my daughter leave with that on. There's no way. Like, get here, you're putting something else on. Fucking ridiculous. Yeah, that point you made there, Charles. People do shit like that, and like girls act like they're respecting themselves, and yet they act ridiculous, sticking their ass out, wearing clothes like that, acting like status is the only thing that matters, pursing the lips out, and then they wonder where the knobheads come from. Like, where do you think they've come from? Like, you're attracting them. Fucking hell. Look, right, I'm not acting. I don't. I'm just opening my mouth and saying what I know to be the truth. That doesn't mean that I'm saying I'm better than anybody. I don't want to be better than anybody. I never wanted to be perfect. But somebody's got to fucking say this sort of shit. You know what I mean? I say it all, me. Somebody's got to do it, James. You work on it, pal. The second viewer's gone. I bet you it's King Charles still here. He's my loyal viewer. Right. I'm gonna burn my head out talking, and it's 111, so I'm gonna end the stream. Listen, thank you for watching, especially you, King Charles. End stream, please. Yeah, end stream.